Hey, what's up? Nick Devine here, and Devine83. So, on Tuesday I did a live video trying to do a crazy variation of the ivy wire, and it didn't go so well. So I wanted to run it back, get it recorded, show you how it should be done to the certain point. So, this is ivy wire variation part 2. So, I did the prep work, and the prep work that I did was pretty good. I did a couple things different. I think that might be one of the things that went wrong. I did do some different specs on this one that I did afterwards, but I did go back and look, and my frames were a little messed up on the first one. The staples didn't stay stacked when I clapped in them, and if you go back and look at the video, I did do something a little different when I was making the frames. Other than that, it was really just rushing. So here's the specs here. It's 6 pieces of .3 on either side in 42 gauge. Those are the frames. And then in between that, there's 5 pieces of .4 ribbon. One's corrugated. I think using Canthal for the corrugated instead of the stainless steel also might have helped. Canthal has a little more strength than stainless steel. So I think that might have helped me a bit. So I fast forward through a lot of this video. You see I prepped this. I had them clothespins going all the way down this wire, just about every inch. So that's definitely different. I didn't wrap it with any wire. I just used them clothespins all the way down. I think it helped a lot. And then I used my little drawstring clip. The stretch was very large. It was very overstretched. I decored 22 gauge with this, and I used 38 gauge for the alien. This is a wide build, and the 22 gauge decord just had to be stretched almost to the max to get around these cores. So that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. I did end up rolling it out with my mod on the jeweler's block. And this is how I wrap these guys. Grab it with the flat pliers, get my wrapping tool, and just good tension, and you just want to help it get around that first turn. The first wrap's so important. You definitely just want to make sure it's nice and sturdy going around that first wrap. Kind of just help it, and then just let it fall over the bit. Don't force it, just let it fall over. These could be very difficult to wrap. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get the feeling, it's not so bad. The frames definitely help. Having bigger frames help. Even though they're staple, the .3 isn't so bad. And I am going to go through a whole install and everything. I'm about to do a close-up on this coil I just wrapped. I did get duals out of it. So there it is. Spaced alien. Looking pretty cool. The wraps definitely look better when it's all installed and everything. And here I go wrapping the next coil. Once again, grab it with the pliers, get the wrapping tool, and give it assistance going around that first turn. See, I pinch it and bend it over, and then just let it fall right over that bit. This is in fast forward now, so it looks like I'm wrapping it a little faster, but it's actually in fast forward. And then we're going to see both coils together. Nice and uniform. The spaces look pretty lined up here. It definitely looked better once I mounted them. I ended up mounting this in the Goon version 1.5. Very wide build. I kind of needed to do it in the Goon. 1, 2, 3, Goon. That was magic. Complete magic, not editing. So, just like I mount any coils in a Goon or a 2-post, first I want to look at my coils and see which side looks the best. If I see something that I don't like, I put it towards the bottom of the coil. But I usually just pick out the best side of both coils and try to get that to the top front. So this is me just checking them out, seeing what side I want to be shown. And then after that, I'm going to bend the leads so that they're coming out on the same plane. So I just take my bit, put it into the coil, wrap the one lead down so I make a little L shape, and then grab some pliers, pull it tight, and then go up on the lead and bend it back. Now they're on the same plane. Just do this to the other one. Pull it tight, make the L shape, grab it and bend it back. Same plane. Pull it tight real quick. So now I install these one at a time, get the leads cut, and then I install both of them. Just tighten this one up a bit. See, I'm pulling on the one I didn't bend. That's very important. Alright, install the first coil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten down the screws on the lead that was bent back. So first I get it tight to the posts, then screw down the clamp that is on the lead that is bent already. This way I could go over to the other lead and pull it to tighten it, because there's no bends in it. Pull it, tighten it up a bit. I even kind of over tighten it because there's going to be some bounce back when I let go. Tighten that down, and then I could cut the leads after I tighten it. Cut the leads, and now I can uninstall this and do the same thing with the other coil. This is going to be a low build. I do get the ohms at the end. I'll show you what the ohms are going to be. It's probably more of a single coil vape, but it's cool to do dual for pictures and stuff. I just always like doing duals if I can, and if I'm going to vape it, I'll uninstall one of them or put it on a mod that could handle it. So I zoomed up here just to get this next install. Get it a little closer. It's that Brass Goon version 1.5. Get them clamps open and just slip it in there. Get it tight to the posts. Tighten down the one that's bent right there. Then I'll be able to pull the other side to make it tight. Pull it, make it tight, make all them wraps even, pull it a little over because there's going to be a bounce back, especially since I have to undo the clamps to get the other coil in. Tighten that clamp down, straighten it out. And now I could cut the leads after this. This is pretty much how I install all my coils. Alright, looking good. Now I could uninstall, or not uninstall, just loosen up them clamps and get the first coil that I prepped into there. I just thought this was an appropriate video to do because I'm very stubborn. I like to finish a build, and if I don't, I thought this might be a good idea to do. So let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see more, if I don't get a build done the way I'd like, or maybe if I get a fail one night. I usually like to try to get it that same night, but this time the video just got too long and I was getting too tired, and I wasn't going to do this, but then I was sitting there and I really wanted to get these coils done because they look really awesome when they're finished. So hopefully I don't have that many more fails coming up. I'm planning on taking a little break on doing crazy builds live, maybe a week or two, just do some more simpler stuff, cater to the beginner for a couple weeks. I think that would be better than not doing videos at all, because it's not the live videos that are killing me. It's just, I think I'm rushing some builds too much because I want the videos not to be as long, but I think that's where I'm failing. But we'll see. You know, some weeks I'll bang them out nicely, and others I'll just have a bad week. So I got a rod in each of these, get them nice and straight. I can always do it after I'm done tightening the leads. Get them fairly close to the posts. I could always pull them away after the posts are tightened down. Tighten them all down, and then I'll straighten them out with the rods. Make sure they're away from the posts. You do not want coils touching posts, but you do want them as close as possible without touching them. Gives your cap clearance and your wicking clearance. The further back it is, the more room you got for wick. And there it is, straightening it out. I do have a nice picture coming up after I show you the ohms. Check me out on Instagram to look at a series on this coil where I'll color it, take pictures, maybe a macro shot or two. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube. Right, here's some close-ups of the coil. There you go. You see that spacing lined up pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, way easier than the first one, but I took my time with this one. I changed the specs around a little bit and prepped it so it would be hard to make a mistake the way I prepped it. I think I used 8 clothespins and the drawstring clip to keep this guy together while I aliened it. Once again, a 22 gauge decore over this stack. So it ends up being 17 pieces of ribbon in all. And before getting the hot spots out, it comes out to a 0.7. So this is probably going to end up like a 0.9, maybe a 0.1 at the end, but usually it jumps up 0.02. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to have another pre-recorded video coming out today, so just stay tuned, and I'll be live this weekend, most likely Sunday. So there it is, a picture. Thanks. Peace out, guys. Just hit 2,000. Keep tuned for a giveaway soon. Enjoy your weekend.